Unlocking English preferences. Would rather. Hello, language explorers. Welcome to another exciting lesson. Today, we're venturing into the world of modal verbs, focusing specifically on how to express preferences. We're going to learn about the phrase, would rather, which is commonly used in English to indicate preferred actions. So, if you'd like to say what you prefer to do in different situations, then you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Would rather is a phrase used to indicate a preference for one thing over another. It's equivalent to saying, prefer to. For example, instead of saying, I prefer to drink tea than coffee, you can say, I would rather drink tea than coffee. However, it's important to note that when we're talking about what another person prefers, we must use the form would rather plus subject plus past simple verb. For example, she would rather we left early. Even though would rather uses the past tense form of the verb, it doesn't necessarily mean the preference is for a past action. It is used in different tenses to convey different meanings. 1. Present preference. To express a preference in the present or future, use the structure would rather plus base verb. Example, I would rather walk than take the bus. 2. Past preference. To express a preference about a past event, use would rather plus have plus past participle. Example, I would rather have stayed at home yesterday. You can also use would rather in negative sentences and questions. For negatives, simply add not between would and rather. For questions, swap would and the subject. 1. Negative. Example, I would not rather go to the cinema tonight. 2. Question. Example, would you rather eat pizza or pasta? That's it for today's lesson on would rather. Now you have a powerful tool to express your preferences in English. Remember, mastering a language is all about practice, so try to use would rather in your everyday English. Keep exploring, and I'm sure you'll discover many more interesting aspects of the English language. Until our next lesson, happy learning!